The Black Friday sale is now on at futtrading.co.uk. Use code BLACKFRIDAY15 for 15% off all of our plans. It makes it less than £10 a month, even cheaper than that for our longer term plans. We've got people that have made 15, 20, 25 million coins already this year just by sitting there and hammering out trading. Really, really enjoyable for a lot of people. We've got a new World Cup guide that's updated every couple of days for you guys. We've got people that have already made 2 million coins from that just by buying Path to Glory players. It's been absolutely incredible. Thank you to everyone that supports us. But if you want to make millions, you want to join the best Discord community of over 8,000 members, join FUTTrading.co.uk today, support our content, make millions of coins. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another new video with me, Fuzzball40. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. I can't stress this enough. If you take the time to comment on this video, I greatly appreciate it. You'll get your points, your fuzz points for the Twitch streams to help you guys win prizes at the end of the month, but it does make a massive difference. I cannot stress it enough. Please do take the time to comment on the video and click the like button. It keeps the channel growing, recommends the video to more people. So the more of you guys that do it, the bigger the growth for the channel and the more you can support the content, which is always free for you guys. And you've got until the end of today. If you want to subscribe at FUT Trading, Black Friday 15, for 15% off all plans, you will make millions of coins in your sleep, I can guarantee it. But I'm going to talk about a few plays and a few moves you guys can make in the coming days to make profit on this game. Going to have a little look at the Path to Glory cards and what the ones that qualified did. Unbelievable rises. We put it onto the World Cup trading guide if you guys were reading that with the website, and some of the cards have exploded. It's incredible how much they have risen, and there's still plenty of room for them to rise. Fodder, it's going to be a play for fodder if you guys have got some coins dotted about and you want to think about fodder and the things you can do. There'll be a movement you can make on one type of one rating specifically. But yeah, we'll get into it. We're going to check out the Path to Glory cards first. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're going to look at a few of the Path to Glory cards that have risen basically after wins and qualification basically. Look at Griezmann. 780,000 coins. Again, when we wrote the guide up, he was at 526. He's now at 780,000 coins. The rise in some of these cards has been utterly ridiculous. And part of the reason for that is people are looking at the games that these players have got, basically. So France have got Poland. Most people betting on France to win that game, realistically. So he's seen a really decent rise. Guimaraes is up at 418. He was at a low of 300,000 like earlier in the week for what his rise has been. But he's been as low as 260. He's at 418. Now, the thing about him is we don't know who Brazil are going to play yet. But again, he's risen quite spectacularly. We've got Marcelo Brozovic, 85,000 coins. Again, at his low of 54, up to 72, now as high as 85,000. And again, you've got to keep an eye on that. Japan play Croatia. So people have seen these cards rise. And if anything, some of them are probably higher than we think they would be in the long term. But if the demand is there right now, we're looking at these cards that haven't even played these games. They're just going to get a +1. If the demand is there, if these cards get wins, I think they're going to go to the moon. Some of these cards are going to absolutely rocket just in the hype of it alone. Sofiane Boufal, again, nothing special this card. It's a decent card, to be fair. It's not a great card, but it's a decent card. But even he's up from a low of 13 all the way up to 22,000 coins. He's not far off doubling in price as he goes or whatever. And again, you look at their game with it. They've got Spain, probably held him down a little bit. They win that game, he'll go even higher. And then we're looking at these cards here. Now, by the time this video goes live, we would have seen what the qualification looks like. But when you've got cards like Kim Min-jae here, sitting, chilling at 60,000, I'm going to be keeping a stern eye on this card today. A really keen eye on this card. I know it's difficult for South Korea to qualify, but it's difficult for a lot of teams to qualify. They're all quite open groups. If they win, he'll jump nicely. We've seen Brozovic, for example, same league and whatnot, up at 85,000 coins. So someone like Kim Min-jae, in my opinion, gets close to that either way. It's a very usable centre-back from the Serie A. Really usable centre-back from the Serie A. Then we flick over to here. Someone like Darwin Núñez is ones to watch card. 155. Again, he's had highs of 267,000 coins. Uruguay get a win today. I will be buying quite a few of this guy, because I don't see a reason why he doesn't rise. I think if his demand previously was 267, on the basis that he might get an upgrade if they win, when he gets an upgrade, I think he'll do very well. So when we look at these cards, we want to keep and bear in mind the different cards that are available to you on the game in terms of, right, I've got Path to Glories, I've got Road to World Cups, what's going to happen in and out of packs or whatever. It's just about those live cards. It's all about those live cards because they've got more scope to rise, more scope to go up in value. And especially when you see some of these cards, like I say, Croatia playing Japan. I know Japan have played well, but Croatia's still got a chance of winning that game. They'd rather play Japan than France, for example. The Netherlands-USA, the card that I really like the look of, is if there's any chance of USA continuing their good run, which they've had so far, is someone like Pulisic. Really, really usable card. Once he gets his boost now, only going to go up in value in my opinion if they win that game. He's going to boost very nicely. A Premier League left wing, pacey, can finish relatively well, can dribble. He's only going to go up in value if US win that match. It's going to be an absolutely massive rise in my opinion. Might get him up towards the 120, 130 mark. Just on the basis of that. Thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Road to the World Cup cards. We've got the new cards coming, World Cup stories coming tonight. And the cards are absolute filth, absolutely incredible. There's a lot of coins to be made in these promo cards, and usually it's just by spotting where the lows have been. So if we look at someone like Timo Werner at 77,000 coins, again, his low's been about, on the Monday, 60,000, right? And then steadily they rise. And it's got to be cards that are very usable, that fit something that's missing perhaps for that league, for example. But you can get an idea of these cards just by searching cards that are similar to them in terms of how much they might go up in value. Ben White, for example, he's at 93,000 coins now. At a low of 77 there, and bit by bit risen. And again, his low point was on the Monday. So if you're going to buy these cards, most of the time, for those that are really usable and aren't discard value, their low point tends to be the Monday. Wijnaldum, a lot of hype around this card. People rate it, love it. Again, 64,000 at a low, now at 79,000. If you guys hold off, take your time, let the market dip until the Monday. You can make very, very good profit from these cards, again, just by holding them. And the best way to find out if people like them, number one, they don't get down to discard price very quickly. If they get down to discard price quite quickly, it's usually a sign to stay away from them. And just be on Twitter. You can see what people hype up on Twitter, what people talk about, what they think is good, what they don't think is good. That's the sort of stuff that I'd be looking at quite intensely. And Wijnaldum's one of those cards. A lot of people love this card. And so Twitter is your best friend because a lot of people talk about cards there. Outside of that, fodder. I went in on 85, you guys remember. I made good profit on them in the end. Not as much as I wanted to. I sold them a bit too early. 85s are up quite nicely, so I wouldn't touch them. The rating that I probably would keep an eye on are these 84s. If we don't get any good, repeatable, grindable content, 84s could be a very nice play indeed. Again, 2 to 2.2k is where you want to buy them. The only problem you're going to have is if EA just bring out more spam content, more content of the same stuff over and over again, then it's just going to hold these prices up realistically. It's not going to make any difference to them. So it's going to be hard to invest in. So you have to really think, well, where do I want to buy into? Where is my buying point? I don't want to spend anything more than that. And if they don't get down to that value, then you don't buy. It's as simple as that. You don't buy. Outside of that, when you want to look if fodder is a good buy, you want to go and check where their lows have been and where their highs have been. And as you can see right now, almost all fodder is way too high to buy into. We've had lows of 16.5 on 87s. They're now at 22 or 24 for Rodri now. This is not the time to buy this level of fodder at all. A lot of people are asking about investing in fodder. Not remotely. Do not get me wrong. A decent SBC might see this stuff spike even further. There's no doubt in my mind there's a chance that happens. Does that matter though? No, it's unnecessary risk that you don't need to work with. If you want to watch and see how to make some instant profit, check out some of the other videos. They go into a lot more detail for you. But what I like, I'll say this strongly now, over the course of this weekend, look at the fixtures and just watch football. The Path to Glory cards are where the coins have been at continually throughout this promo. There's been a lot of coins to make from Path to Glories, okay? So start there. Second thing is going to be the new promo team. Again, where is the Road to World Cup cards? You want to look for the most usable cards, the ones that don't hit discard price. Their low tends to be Monday. You tend to be able to buy at that point and sell on later in the week. So that's usually a good play. And if you're going to invest in fodder, 84s are the only place really that you guys want to get involved. No higher than that. I think you're going to have a massive problem making profit from that in any way, shape or form. That'll be the end of the video. If you are new around here, like I say, please do subscribe down below. Take the time to comment on the video. It makes a massive difference for 10 seconds of your time. And click that like button. It makes a massive, massive difference, like I say. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.